All right. Hello, everybody. Orphan Girl here, being available for questions, comments, concerns, inquiries. Um, yeah, I'm definitely excited to be going live. It is pop-up lives, random, whenever I can steal a moment. And for those of you that don't know, my name is Marika Goolsby. I'm a former foster youth and adoptee. I wrote a book about my experiences in time and care. It is really important that those of us with lived experience speak up and speak out about what happened to us. So many people don't know, and it's like we are programmed to feel shame and to be silenced. And I'm so happy more and more of us are like, nope, no more, no more. Just for future generations too. You know, the work we're doing now is going to affect the next 7 to 8 generations. It's very important. It's very, very important that child welfare and family welfare is changed. You know, the propaganda is that it's supposed to be getting children out of harm's way and into safer families, safer. Yeah, but too many times it's not safer, just because of the way recruitment is done, because of the way that people are vetted or not vetted, because of the way that people are trained or not trained. I think a huge part of it is that it's so random depending on where you live and what state you're in. And we got so many things about it that needs to be changed. So stories like mine don't keep repeating. My story is not unique. Like, it is unique, and then it's not unique at the same time. Too many former foster youth and adoptees have had similar experiences like mine. You know, I go live on TikTok as well, and I go live there daily, 6 a.m. and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you have a TikTok account, look for Orphan Girl 75 over there and join the live. I haven't really been able to have a steady schedule over here. It's really just been pop-up style, and I'm popping up more these days because I realize that's the only way I'm going to really be able to build community here. And, you know, I've had my Facebook way longer than my TikTok, so I don't know. Part of me feels like it should be relatively easy to build community here. But so far, I don't know. But like I said, it's new. You know, everything is trial and error. And I am persistent enough to make the connections here. So yeah, I'm not even really sure what I want to talk about today, or tonight. But like I said, I do want to be available for folks that have questions or comments or concerns or personal experiences that they would even like to share with that they went through with foster care and adoption. I think we need to be talking about adoption if it happened through a foster care or private agency. You know, back in the days, I want to say like in the 50s and 60s, it was something the doctor arranged with an attorney, you know, and it's like I keep saying, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So yeah, I wrote this book. It is available for pre-sale. click the link in the bio. I'm not sure where it is, honestly. But click the link in my bio on my profile and get your copy. It is my heart and soul poured out onto paper. Yeah. Because there's so many things messed up about the system, and it affects everybody that's involved. It affects everybody that's involved at a lower level, I'll say. I'm building a team of wildflowers to bust through concrete and make change. And if you want to be a wildflower, and you can, let me know. Let me know. Yeah. So yeah, I'm serious about it. I'm serious about it. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on and really be available to connect with folks. I'm using a app that is supposed to allow me to go live on multiple platforms at once, but it costs. So right now, I haven't been able to utilize that feature. So I'm going live just here with y'all. But the good thing about it is it does allow me to have the book on screen. So I'm happy about that. And without this, I wouldn't be able to do that. Unless maybe there's a way I don't know about. I'll look into it. Yeah. So yeah, my goal is to actually do short lives daily, like 5 different times a day. Today, I think this is 3. This is 3. So hey, that's close. Hey, I'm pat on the back, pat on the back, pat on the back. Not bad. Not bad at all, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. But yeah, this is really important. I think the main thing that I want people to realize is that everybody that works with kids, that works with children healing from maternal separation trauma, because that's what it is, needs to be trauma informed and understand what it means to live with maternal separation trauma. I can speak from experience. It's a, for me anyway, it has been a slow grade, steady sadness, depression, angst, longing that just never goes away. It's just always there in the background. Something's missing, something's missing. And yeah, so much so I feel like the people that were in my life when I was growing up never even really got to know me. Because people were like, oh, Marika's quiet, she's just an introvert, she's just shy and all. And it's, no, I was like that because I was dealing with those low grade, constant longing and depression because something was always missing. Sometimes I want to call people that were around me when I was growing up and be like, well, what did you see? Well, what did you think was happening? And did you notice? And then sometimes I think, nah, because they're dealing with their own trauma, or not dealing with their own trauma, maybe avoiding their own trauma. I don't know. It's kind of a hard conversation, or at least for me to broach someone you don't even really know that well, even though you're supposed to know them very well, because they kind of knew you in childhood, but you feel like you don't really know them and you don't really connect with them. To just randomly call and be like, so, did you know that I was being tortured in this way? Did you suspect anything? I don't know. But I am kind of hopeful that people that knew me when I was a kid actually do read the book and respect my truth, because yes, everything that I wrote is very true that happened. and maybe be available for dialogue, and maybe even be available for getting to know me, who I really am underneath all the trauma, underneath the mask that I was so good at putting on. You know, I learned early on the answer to what the hell is wrong with you is always nothing. I am fine. I am fine. I am fine. Nothing else was acceptable. So I learned how to mask pretty early. And I talk about that in the book too, masking, and how that is a way to try to stay safe or minimize harm. Like, so much so you don't even know when the mask is on or off. So much so that you think the mask is your real truth. Like, you forget it, you put it on, you cement it on, you glue it on, duct tape it on, you know, and then forget about it. Forget about it. And I know the mask was starting to slip when I went from everything is fine, everything is fine, everything is fine, to I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. How are you feeling? I don't know. Are you happy about this? I don't know. So it's like, that's when the mask started slipping. And that was well into adulthood. Well into adulthood. But yeah, I like going live because I know that this will be recorded and hopefully people will watch the replay and comment in the chat any questions about anything you've heard from me or anywhere else for that matter. What do you know about foster care and adoption? What have you heard? What have you seen? I am very interested in having a dialogue, a conversation with people. I am very interested in that. You know, I'm all about inspiring those with lived experience to tell their story, educating people who have no clue about the system, and preventing children in the future from being harmed. Those are my goals. And yeah, seriously, I'm very excited that almost to the end of this journey. It's weird. It's like the end and the beginning at the same time. I guess that's a complete circle, right? The end and the beginning meeting. That's a circle. Yes. So yeah. It's like it took me a long time to write this, to get this finished, and we are at the final steps, just weeks away from me being able to mail out the pre-sale copies. Everybody who bought a book while it's on pre-sale, fingers crossed, I'll be mailing them out in 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm very excited about that. Like, seriously. And then I just feel like, yeah, that'll be the end of that process, but it'll definitely be the beginning of hopefully conversations, hopefully trainings, maybe a podcast. I don't know. Maybe part 2. I mean, I just feel like this can go in so many different ways. And I'm excited for that. I'm definitely excited for the journey, excited for the adventure, excited for the next level of healing. I mean, I've definitely experienced that just since being on this journey and in this process, that's for sure. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. We've been on almost 15. 15, because I know if the video was too long, people ain't gonna make it to the end. So it's a hard balance, you know. It's a hard balance because it's like I have a lot to say, and at the same time, I know in this day and age, people with their attention span need shorter. But I think that my Facebook friends and family I like to think y'all have a little longer attention span. I don't know. But I feel like this video is kind of all over, but I hope y'all got something out of it. Something that make you say, something to make you think, and let me know. What do you think? What do you think? What do you feel about foster care and adoption and memoirs? Memoirs. So I'm looking forward to the comments. And tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. My goal is to hop on 5 different times. Today I did 3 and I feel really good about that. But tomorrow I hope to do 5. And that will kind of like increase me in the circulation of things, right? Maybe the algorithm will snatch me up and put me in the circulation. And then people will comment and we can get a dialogue going, a conversation, because that is my ultimate goal, because it is through conversation that I get to raise awareness and educate people and support people who are system involved, because yeah, we all need it. We all need each other, and we all need support, and we all need all voters to be fully aware, and curative hallmark syndrome, more about that next time. And yeah. All right. I think that might be okay for now, you know? I think that might be good for now, because I don't want it to be too long, and I don't want people to be like, scroll. You know how people do. Scroll. All right. Everybody who engages with my content is a wildflower. If you're interested in joining the official wildflower team, let me know. And live your wild and wonderful life, because you deserve it. Good night.